Well, it is the hour, the noon hour, and we're going to get underway here now. We'd encourage everybody to please come on down, join us in the stage area for our World Smile Day program, our World Smile Day ceremony. To help us start it off this year, we are honored as ever to have our, well, of course, we're not only honored to have Smiley with us for the day, we're very pleased at that, but to help us kick off the ceremony, we are honored to have with us today our City Manager Tom Hoover. Big round of applause, please.
Thank you, Charlie, and good afternoon and welcome to World Smiley Day. On this day of smiles, I want to get a little bit serious because it's the year that we have to talk about the founder of the smiling face. We in Worcester are very proud of Harvey Ball, one of our most famous citizens, and are honored that such a kind-hearted and generous spirit called this city home. Those of us who knew him are better for it. But even those who never had the opportunity to meet him can carry on his inspirational legacy, one smile at a time. Particularly in light of the recent national tragedies, it is important for our community to come together to reaffirm the goodness that indeed still does exist in this world. The very goodness that Harvey Ball and his smiley face have come to represent. On behalf of the City of Worcester, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for participating in this third annual World Smile Day and for sharing your artistic talents in creating this wonderful circle of happiness around our common. Let's have a round of applause for our artists. Good job. I'd like to also personally thank each of the students who will shortly be recognized with a World Smile Day Ambassador Award for their efforts to make our community, and indeed our world, a better place to live and to smile. God bless all of you and have a good World Smile Day.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hoover, and I want to tell you, and this is absolutely true, and 2 years ago when we had our very first World Smile Day, the very first person to stand up and say, yes, let's do it, it's a great idea, was City Manager Tom Hoover, and he's such an enormous and enthusiastic supporter, we simply can't thank him enough. We're lucky to have him. Well, it is World Smile Day. Do an act of kindness. Help one person smile. It's great to see everybody down here today. I will tell you, for myself, for the Ball family, it's a tiny bit bittersweet. As you know, my dad, Harvey Ball, did pass away a few months ago. I have to think, however, and I have to thank him for today's weather. I can't think of any other reason to get this kind of weather today, early in October. I'm certain that he has interceded on our behalf for this weather. In fact, I have this suspicion that he's up there right now organizing Intergalactic Smile Day. I'm pretty confident of that. But you know, when he did pass away a few months ago, there were a couple of kids that had a couple of questions. One was my daughter Jordan, who's 9 years old. She asked, well, gee, you know, will there still be a World Smile Day? And her cousin, who's 5 years old, Julia Snow, said, well, without Grampy Ball, who will make the smiles? I think today's as good a day as any to answer those questions. Of course there will be a World Smile Day. World Smile Day is not a person. World Smile Day is an idea. I said it a few months ago. It bears repeating. Good people die. Good ideas do not. And this is truly an idea whose time has come. It's an idea that continues to spread. We continue to hear from people from around the globe telling us that World Smile Day is a very good idea. People continue to find their way to the World Smile Day website and ask, what's World Smile Day about? And what's Worcester doing for World Smile Day? Businesses, schools, and other organizations are joining in. World Smile Day and Worcester, Massachusetts were referenced in the October issue of Family Fun magazine, a national publication with a monthly circulation in excess of 1 million people. We're getting some great publicity out there. People are looking to us still to lead the way. And having said that, and as the city manager just said, we know that smiles have been in pretty short supply in recent weeks, and we all know why. And we thought devoting a day just to some sort of mindless happiness really wouldn't be appropriate. But there is an unmistakable earnestness at the very heart of World Smile Day. Do an act of kindness. Help one person smile. And I can tell you that since September 11th, whether it be email from Australia, whether it be a local conversation, everybody says the same thing. We really need a World Smile Day. And if that wasn't enough to convince me, I need to relate to you an extraordinary telephone conversation, an extraordinary telephone call that I received this past Monday morning. A woman called me. She said her name was Christy Coombs. She's from Abington, Massachusetts. And she said that one of the schools in Abington, where one of her children attended, was planning on observing and celebrating World Smile Day. And I already known that, actually, but she was calling to say, well, the schools that her two other children attend were also going to observe World Smile Day, and was it too late to be able to get some World Smile Ambassador stickers? And I said, no, we can get them right out to you. She said, you know, I have to tell you, we really need, in Abington right now, we really need a World Smile Day. Our children, and my children, and all the children in the Abington schools really need a World Smile Day. She said, I have to tell you, I'm Christy Coombs. My husband, Jeff Coombs, was on American Airlines Flight 11 that crashed into the World Trade Towers on September 11th. I can tell you, I just about dropped the phone. I didn't know what to say. But I will tell you this, if Christy Coombs can call me and tell me that the children down in Abington need to understand that there's a bigger picture out there, then I guess we do need to have a World Smile Day. Then I guess we will have a World Smile Day. And I just want to say one more thing. I want to say this for Christy Coombs. I want to say this with the utmost reverence. Not only will we have a World Smile Day, but we will and Worcester has always been, and will ever be, ground zero for World Smile Day. Thank you. The other question, who will make the smiles? Well, I think as we look around today, we've certainly got part of that answer. You know, Harvey Ball's particular genius was that he created a symbol that was really so simple that anybody could recreate it. And we've got some marvelous, marvelous examples of that artwork today. And we have so many people to thank, not only for the artwork today, but to help make the smiles. And first and foremost on that list would be City Manager Hoover and his staff. They worked so hard to make the smiles today, and we very much appreciate it. We want to thank them for it. And among that staff is one individual who just a week ago left that staff, so we're going to give her a particular and honorable mention and ask her just to come up and take a bow. We've got a little something for her. Susan Black, former marketing director for the City of Worcester, left a week ago to continue her career in the private sector. And we just want to say a particular thank you, a little remembrance. Thank her for all her terrific work. She, again, has been a huge booster and supporter for World Smile Day. There have been others who have helped make the smiles, not the least of which are our RSVP volunteers today. Certainly not the least of which is Fleet Bank. Certainly not the least of which is the Worcester Telegram and Gazette. Certainly not the least of which are the Seven Hills Charter School Chorus and their artwork today. And we also want to thank WTAG for their support and WXLO for their support. We want to thank all the businesses and organizations and all of their clients and customers who will have helped make the smiles by coming down here today. It's very important. We want to thank all of the Worcester, the thousands, literally thousands of school children in the city of Worcester who once again this year made cards to send out to local hospitals, local nursing homes, to give a little brightness in their day on World Smile Day. And let me tell you, I just heard last night that at least one of those schools had the brilliant idea to batch some of those cards and send them down to New York City and Washington, D.C. to bring them some smiles, some badly needed smiles as well. I'd like to thank the United States Postal Service, of course, for all of their activity, their enthusiasm, for their special cancellation for the day. And we absolutely need to thank, as ever, Worcester Historical Museum. They worked so hard to put this event together. They created this year for the first time the Harvey Ball Smile Award, which is awarded deservingly so to Alan Fletcher. It was a great event this past Wednesday night. We thank them for that. We thank them for all of their support today.